Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Today's gonna be probably not the most interesting stream for most of you. Because it's gonna be a lot of me scratching my head. Kind of like we did yesterday. I'm trying to get something out of this first. Put on your thinking cap. Oh boy, it's gone out of the window already. Yesterday after stream I tried adding create to the mod so that we can use some create elements, and it broke. It all broke. So now I'm trying to fix it. What I want to do is I want to use creates redstone interaction, but also creates overlays, because they have the little overlay. Whenever you put a filter on a block like a tunnel or a funnel, whatever, if you put it shows the little block. But to get that, we need to use creates elements. And yeah, it's kind of what I'm working on right now. Trying to fix it. And then hopefully, once that's fixed, right? Hopefully, we can work. Okay, that's a clean build, which means that we can start from 0, and hopefully this now boots up, right, without any error. Of course. Okay, what are we? What are we? Wait, okay, but why? Implement method from the super type. Why not? Why not? Huh. This is a whole lot of errors that I didn't have before. Okay, that looks better. Okay, we got rid of a couple of errors, but we still have a couple. Content reader garble clashes. Huh. Okay, and that's the only 2 files that are a problem. Okay, I'm gonna copy these over to a text document so I can open up my debug file and see if I can see anything in there. So if I go to run, I'm gonna full screen this real quick. Debug, debug, debug. I'm looking for errors. Okay, that's not what we're looking for. Just don't break it. Oh, it's already broken. Don't worry. It's already broken. Just unbreak it. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. The problem is I don't really know what I'm looking for. I don't really know what I'm looking for. I have no idea what you're doing. If it's coding, I have no idea. Yeah, same. Same. So if this doesn't go well, or it just turns out to not work and I get sick of it, we're just gonna go into building. But for now, I kind of, you know. Wait, let's go back. What does it say? Boom. Just as obsessed with who's the best dressed and who's the what does it say? That for A level? Nice. What kind of coding though? Because there's lots of different types of coding. Like you got front end, back end. You got server side, I think. Yeah, you got system management. You got game dev as well. Okay, I'm gonna try something. What if we just add, because it's having problems with this file. What if I do that, and then this is how we code. We ask our overlords to give us text, and then we have text. Block entity. Okay, now we have a bunch of problems in here. Why? Three friends. If I make a data pack to craft custom items with custom models, would that be a mod then? That would be a data pack. Now, I don't know what the exact difference between the same is. Yeah. Go for him, nope, still the same. To make a data pack is easier than mod. Not easy. Yeah, it's different. It's actually, I think it's the same amount of work. Really, you need a lot of the same files. I want to see what errors is gonna give me. Yeah. The thing about mod loaders, I think this is a topic I don't know a whole lot about, but I think with mod loaders you do have a lot more freedom to do what you want to do, depending on the mod loader that you do use. Damn it. Those are less errors, so we have fixed a few. Those are less errors, and we like seeing less. That's great. Less means more gooder. Yes, exactly. Cannot symbol variable. Correct. This is how I feel. Okay, so it's having that problem over there, which, you know, if you can resolve this. What are we trying to call here? Wait. Behavior, stop frequency. Oh, this is for the frequency, okay. Let me see if I can find some documentation. Okay. Is there... Do we have documentation for the create dev? Fabric, no. Forge. I want their wiki. Beat Betty. What where did it say that we didn't find anything? Um Huh. Strange. Um I know it's Betty. Betty. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so that helped. What I did, not that it matters, but I got rid of one of the filter slots, and now we don't have any more problems within the block entity. So now we just need to resolve whatever is going on over here. Class card reader slot must be either declared. Okay, method. Okay. See if that works. Okay, so now we only have to resolve the methods. Where is my card reader block? This guy. Okay, let's just see what error we get. Okay, we still have the same problem. This isn't gonna go well. I don't know how to commentate this as well. This is a problem. With Minecraft, I know what to talk about. But not with this. I don't know. Okay. What does that mean? Exactly. Let's see. That. So what they're what? Method is not override. No method. Ah. So we don't have this guy somewhere, right? We don't have an is side or get local box. But where are we calling that from? One time, yeah, okay, but it's this one. And we're looking for, let me split that off to the side. We are looking for either a get local box or is site active. Local box. Get size, no. Clip, no. Clip, no. Get direction. Oh, we're in the right spot now. Clip point, distance to string. Get center, direction. Okay, so we don't have a local box. Would make sense. Over here, hello JK, welcome in. Now, what's the problem? It's just we're getting non-overrides. So I'm looking what we're trying to override. So a small box on the top face. I don't want it to be on the top face, by the way. I want it to be on the side, but oh, okay. So we're trying to override a box, basically. Huh. Have you integrated create? I'm trying to. The moment I tried, it all started to break. Can just override depot, but I want it to be its own entity though. Its own block entity. Isn't that? Also, how did you add create here? They get sources for me. So this is my build, the Gradle, right? Which has where are they? Dependencies. These dependencies And then I have these repositories together with my properties, and these are my Gradle properties. Okay, let's keep looking. Because it's abstract methods. Can you share the Gradle file? Maybe later. A local offset. Ah. I'm getting errors in here as well. Local offset, local, that's the offset. I need a box. Tool. Dude, there is a couple of errors in here, actually. You want my Gradle build or my properties? Okay. Kind of makes sense, but I already know I'm not going to be able to do this for 2 hours. 2 full hours. So we're going to eventually pivot into building some houses. But I would want it to run, though. I think if I can get it to run, I'd be happy. You know? Everything will be alright, alright. Okay. Come on. Wait, what? Box dot sided. then everything will be all right. I don't see a dot-sided. I don't have a catnip folder. I don't have a catnip folder, which is a problem. We're looking for math. Come on, where are you? Where are you? Utility, not in there. This is all about pondering, which is not what I want to do. Animated overlays, minecart elements, parrot, package, no. I'm looking for something that is either catnip or math. Well, technically I'm using for vec helper. I'm looking for vec helper. Where that would be. Why is it? I don't know. Somebody named it that way, I guess. This isn't the file that I made. This is within create. This is all within create. Also, why are we in pondering? I would guess util, but apparently that's not the case. No, this is all not what I need. Vector util, but that's not what we need. We need vec helper. Okay. No. 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 Nope. 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 Isn't all of these files, there's no file with these names. Let's see if that works. Oh. Promising. That's promising. Never mind. Never mind. More errors to fix. Let me go debug. Dude, it's been a while since I listened to Mumford and Sons. Forgot how good they are. I think it's this one that is giving me the trouble that we were getting. Let me check. You know how to be. Now this is good. This is a good step in the right direction because we actually load the game. Cannot be loaded. Okay. So that is. I'm gonna keep that on my second monitor because that is in properties. That means that the one that we have over here is not correct. Ponder version create and see if I can find another one. Okay, but the problem is I don't know where to download another version of Ponder. Create Ponder. Is this by the same? Yeah, see, the problem is that this is not up to date. Right? Let's see. Do we have any have any like documentation on it? Okay, if you search for rendering. No. What are we doing? We're trying to code. Trying to, at least. Yeah, I'm gonna copy that error that we were getting. Try and copy that error we were getting. Coding. We're coding. We're trying to make a mod. To this one. And we're gonna Google it. We are gonna Google it. Mod for what? So what I want to do is I want to make a create-based mod that allows me to do some stuff that we're now doing with huge and large contraptions like ID checks and stuff. So that making mini games is going to be a lot easier. I kind of want to make a couple of blocks within Create and a GamePass and stuff like that that interact with Redstone a lot better than for game design than what we have right now. And that's going to help us for mini games in the future. And it's going to help us for the card game that we're making. It's going to help us for events if we want to do events and invite multiple people to the world and play games. We can use these elements that we're making right now for those things. So that's kind of what we're trying to do. Let's get rid of that one. Just the ones we don't need, and then I need to look in here. Okay. Into being critical, but that seems low effort. What do you mean? It look. Wait. What do you mean? It's seems low effort. I don't know. What do you mean? It seems low effort. Doing this is like more effort than ever, in my opinion. I feel like this is more effort than constantly building the same mechanical system. No? Is that wrong? Oh. That might actually be why. Let's try this version real quick. Oh, and then I need to do... I feel like if you... I don't know how to do this, by the way. I'm learning how to do this. Creating a mod just to have function instead of using the tools. Yeah, okay. But I've already proven the fact that I can do it. Right? I've already proven the fact that I can do it. The systems that we use to do stuff like ID checking, GamePass checking, to hold information are all systems, right? That, one, if you have a lot of them, get very laggy because it's all belts. You can't really do it with anything else. It's either belts or large inventories. So they get laggy very fast. Two, constantly building the same system that limits you based on space, right? Because they're huge. Doing an ID check means everyone needs a separate item filter, a separate item storage, right? They're huge and they don't scale well. They're not tileable. They don't scale in a way that you would want them to scale. Adding another row of filters doubles the size of your machine, right? So making a mod that creates one block that still interacts with the entire create interface still allows you to, one, use that same creativity within create that I have and that I love. Two, it adds new ideas and new ways to use that block within the existing systems. And three, it's still create. It's an add-on to create. You still need create to function, right? That's kind of my idea why I'm doing this, right? Also, I do not know how to code. I'm learning how to code to do this, so I think this is more effort than most people would do, right? Forge to that. And then we relaunch, and hopefully that works. Nope. Okay. Could not resolve. Just install Computer Craft 2 with a create texture pack to fit. You could, but that's not what I'm doing. That is not what I'm doing. Net.create mod.ponder. That should work though. There you go. I feel if you're learning a new skill to do something, that's why I'm doing this. I like learning the skills. It's good. Affinity is good, yeah. So is DaVinci Resolve if you want to get into video editing. The only reason I don't use them is because I am so I'm so used to having a suite of softwares. I'm so used to After Effects being immediately integrated into Premiere Pro. I'm so used to being able to import an active file into Premiere Pro or whatever. Oh, dude, it's working! It's working! Chat, it's working! It's not perfect yet, but there it is. Okay, we do need to mirror it on all sides. But I can set my filter, and then I just need to put that, and then I should be able to now use that. No, okay, so that's not yet working. But this is the idea, right? So it uses this block, which is a spruce log, as the top face of a redstone link. And then we have a GamePass. For now, it's a piece of paper, but we'll make a custom texture for it. And that is going to be put on here. Oh, no, never mind. Wait, why is it up there? I don't want to do that. Right? But it's working. So that, and then we put, this needs to act as a depot. We have filter, we put this on the depot. And then it should give us a redstone signal. And then if we use a different card and we have a different system with, let me grab a different card, so to say. Let's say that this is another card, right? We have a different filter. If we put the new card on there, it's gonna do the other system. That's kind of what I want to do. That's the only block I want to add. And then maybe a way to store points on a card. Right? Because I want to be able to have a system where, so this is why I do this, right? This is why I want to do this. I want to be able to have an input here, right? And then a larger vault, or you know what, even better, we have a row of these guys back here to avoid too much lag, and then we can output here and filter out based on let me do that. We can filter out based on a redstone signal, right? And this scales forever, right? Because I can just add more item drains, more of these into a different barrel, and then it's all decided by this block right here. We set a filter. These are all going to have that same top filter here. And then that over there, that means that if I do that, this is going to unlock, right? That's the idea. That's why we're doing this. We have to make, so you can wait. Well, for you to make any player cards, so you can set up everything. I mean, I could also just, you can do this with commands, right? You can give dev create, I don't know what tag I used, game, I don't know what tag I used, game design card, GamePass, and then we do one, and then we give it a value itself, right? Is it tag slash give game do tag what oh, it's fine. But now that we have this, right, I do need to fix my language file that was used for scoreboards. Yes, we could do that, and that's an idea. But I want to get the redstone functionality first before I do all the logistical stuff, right? There you go. Begin your life anew with strength, grace, and wonder. That took an hour to get it fixed. Now, before we do anything else, I'm gonna commit these real quick and push them so that they're saved. Right. And then I think the next step is make it look better, like not have the render be so dark. Also, I want to get rid of the top face. I need to look into how depots work, because now that we have create integrated and pondering integrated and menu integrated, we can do a lot. Recreate sources. Yeah, I know, but that's not something you do on stream. That's not something you should be doing on stream. Did I return small? I think it's allowed. I know it's allowed. It's not. It's just not interesting. Once more. I want to see. Okay, so those are good. So this is what we need to do next. Let me fix my lang file first, because these all still have the old tag. No, it should be here. Right click refile. We could do that, yeah. Oh, but that's only for the tooltip. Yeah, see, that's only doing. I'm gonna just do that. It's fine. It's fine. Let's check if that worked. And then I think I might do some building, because my brain, it's Sunday evening, my brain is not working correctly. So I'm just gonna do whatever I want to do. I'm already happy that it's working. It's fun, like it's not working, but you know, the create integration works. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do some building in the actual world. So it's only rendering on the front side, but now the things are translated correctly, so that's good. That's good. I think that's good. Appreciate the dedication. For what? To make a mod? It's fine. I feel like it's good to know what goes into it, because this makes you appreciate what modders actually do. Every time Minecraft updates, they have to go through, like, sometimes an update breaks their entire mod and they have to go through all of this. I feel like it makes you appreciate what they do on a daily or weekly or whatever basis. Right. We're gonna do a little bit of building on the server and then do some house designs on the creative world. Let's see. Minecraft's loading, so give me a second. Give me a second. I just realized I didn't have dinner again. I didn't have dinner again. Which, you know, happens. But I'm gonna get hungry again real soon. I also still have to meal prep. So maybe I meal prep and make dinner at the same time. And then just have a late dinner. I don't know what I would want for dinner though. It really all depends on how much cooking I want to do. Oh, I also need to call my landlord. Cuz I think my vent yeah, what are they called? The thing that you put above your cooking area, cooking plate. Is there what are they called? Meal preps. An extractor hood. Is that what they're called? Extractor hoods? Meal prep stream? Nah. Meal prepping. See, the thing is, I've been. As you guys know, there is only one thing that I make for meal prep, and it's chili or any other like low and slow kind of cooking slop, right? This thing, what is that called in English? An extractor hood. Now the thing is, I think mine's broken because it's not doing too well. It's not. I cooked. I had yesterday after stream. I made. I made a Korean stew, a kimchi jjigae, and my entire bottom floor was just all steam. It was all steam, and all my walls started condensating. Which isn't something you want, by the way. That is not something you want to happen. Or you want happening in your home. So I need to talk to my landlord about that. And see if he can fix it. Or if I can fix it and he reimburses me for it. Because I'm not like I'm a pretty handy person. I can figure things out for those kinds of things. So yeah, maybe I should just get a new. This is a pretty old model. Why rent not buy? Because it's expensive and I can't. If I could, I would. Believe me. If I could, I would. Let's just, you know, do this. Because the housing market is a joke, and usually when you go and visit Like you know, one of those showings where you go and visit a house because it's more than a mortgage. Oh no, it's not. Don't worry. It's not. At the moment, for me, personally, not. I don't think my mortgage would be that great. Okay, so here's my specific problem, right? It's that I get kind of seen as a liability because I live alone, right? So they factor that in for some reason. And they kind of say like, oh yeah, but if you get sick and you don't earn any more money, we don't have anyone to fall back on. So they up your mortgage a little bit. You get worse rates. It's a curse of being single. No, it's just houses are expensive, and then the fact that a lot of I go to a house and I go and look at a house, right? I go and look at a house, and then you're like, "Ooh, this is nice," and it's not that expensive. If I get like a loan, I should be able to buy this, and then the day after, somebody upped the value of that house. You earn money when you're sick, don't you? Earning money when you're sick is the wrong way to say that. You don't earn money when you're sick. You get a basic allowance, basically, when you're sick. So what you get is the very minimum of what you need to survive if you get sick. So for a mortgage, that's actually not that great. Because a mortgage is on top of what of your basic needs, right? But that's like, let's not talk about that today. I don't want to talk about stuff like that. The only thing I can say is that the trend these days, at least here, the trend is that a house's value. So if they ask 200,000 for it, which doesn't sound like a lot, you can expect to pay or to have to bid up to 400,000 to just get it. And these are houses that need a lot of work to it, right? These are not fancy houses. Get salary paid by yeah, same. You get salary paid by the state, but that salary is not this. It's not your exact salary paid out. It's based on it's complicated. It's based on what you earn, yes, but it's also based on the basic needs of a person. So they calculate the like what you need to survive, right? And then you get a little extra on top of that because entertainment is a form of a human, like being able to read a book or going to the library or going and enjoying a sporting event is also calculated in that price, but not enough to do all of that and then, you know, not to pay a mortgage, right? It's complicated. Don't like getting into it. The only thing that I can say is that buying a house these days is often a topic amongst people where I usually go, yeah, but have you really taken a look at the state of the economy? Because when you're with two people, you're okay because you've got 2 monthly payments, right? The moment you're alone, there's just a 1, dude. And then you have, like... You know what I should do? I shouldn't, like... grab an image of one of the houses that's for sale.
In France, for long-term sickness, Sécurité Sociale pays about 50% of your daily gross salary, up to a ceiling, €89/day. The first 3 days are usually unpaid. After 6 months, the rate can drop, and long-term leave may last up to 3 years for serious illness, sometimes supplemented by your employer or private insurance to reach near 100% of your salary. Payment depends on contributions, contract, and collective agreements.
Yes, that's very similar. But with only 50% of your usual monthly income, you're not... Your bank says you're not able to pay a mortgage. You might be able to, but your bank says no. Or at least my bank says no. I don't know how it is for other people, but for me, that's the case. I would have to either get somebody to live with me and to co-sign the mortgage, which I don't want to do, because that means that I'm dependent on that person. And they are dependent on me, so I don't want to do that. Or I would have to earn almost double. Marry up? Oh god, no. Not for that reason. If that's the reason you marry someone or you live together with someone, I don't think that is gonna last for a long time. But I think it'd be funny to grab a house and then kind of show you the image, like grab a house off of one of the websites, not distinct to any city or something, and show you the state that these houses are in. Like, these are houses, yes, you can live in them, but they also they need a lot of work to make it a good house, that is profitable, because it's an investment. You gotta, build it up. And then we have this thing, and this is where every investment shoots the investor into the... You can get a roommate. I don't like roommates, though. Doing this, streaming, and like YouTube recordings and stuff, and having a roommate is not an ideal combination. It's kind of, weird. The roommate would have to also be in on it. I'm gonna put in the torches, otherwise this is gonna get dangerous. Okay. No, I don't. I'm just, hopefully the market crashes one day, and then I'll be able to buy. Or hopefully I run into some money somehow, someday. But we have a law within... This is a pretty recent thing, but it's also the reason why buying a house now is most of the time just, you have to expect to pay almost the same price after the fact that you've bought it, just to get it up to standard. So we have this law that forces you to renovate. if your house is under a certain standard, you are required to renovate it. It's not optional. It's not like you can say, "Oh, I'll wait for a couple of years." No. You have to within a couple of years, within that time frame, within a certain time frame, you have to renovate the house up to standard. That means if it's not isolated properly, you have to isolate it properly. That means roof needs to come off. A lot of times, walls need to be broken open. A lot of the times, to renovate. Yeah, if it's not up to standard, let's say electrical, you have to redo the entire electrical system to standard, right? So a lot of the houses that you would buy as a first-time owner are houses that are HOA. No, this is a nationwide thing. This is not HOA. HOA is different. We don't have HOA where I live. No, this is a way. Will there be an HOA? No, we don't have that. We do have some, because a lot of our cities are pretty old. If you live in the city, you have to look into the age of your building and if it's protected or not. Because some of the buildings that you live in or that are in the city are protected, so you can't physically change anything to the outside of the house, right? You can't put like I don't know, solar panels on it, because that would break its. Build a new one rather than buy it. That's even worse. that's even more expensive. Also, not really a thing I can do. You prefer this? That's fine. I live in a country that is very tight, very dense in population. I'm not saying that in the case of like, there's a lot of people in it. Like, there's more people here than in other. No. I'm saying for the amount of surface that we have, a lot of people just, you know, and then I don't know, regulations. I think it all comes down to regulations, and it's always the regulations that kind of shoot you in the butt. I'm happy they're there though. It makes the process a lot safer, and it'll probably. The thing about that renovation law is that it's 50 floor flats. That's what I have here. Yeah, see, we can't. We have this thing where this is what I meant with regulations. There's a lot of regulations regarding how tall you can make a building. How, if you're within a city, if you're within so and so kilometers of a historic city, which there's a lot of historic cities here, you can't build over the highest protected building. That means if you have a church that's protected, that's a protected church, protected as like the skyline, right? You can't build over it. You can't build taller than that building. At least that's what that's how I interpreted that law. So yeah, 50 floors, not possible. Not a possibility. If I'm done with this floor, I'm gonna show you one of the houses that would be considered like a starting house. For somebody that's newly buying and then you guys can guess the price. I think that would be funny. You know, kind of funny. Bum ba da bum bum ba da 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 da. The only thing I wouldn't be able to do if I do that is that I wouldn't be able to tell you what still needs to be done to the house, because of course they don't advertise what still needs to be done to the house, right? They're not going to advertise the fact that you still need to redo the entire entire electrical side of the building, because that would deter people from buying it. Okay, I think that's it, and then we just have to do this right here. What is in here then? Look at slabs. Why? Hello. What are you? Oh, you come from there? Also, I know that other countries are usually more densely populated than the cities. I get it, but I can only tell you what I'm experiencing here. I have not experienced anything else outside of... Did I ever have a stroke? What stroke? Chat? Chat what? Why is chat doing stroke things? Copycat. I don't know why that... Oh, I know why. Because I put those in there. Yeah. I remember. There we go. Floor. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna save. Stop recording. Disconnect. Save that. And let me see if I can... What's like the biggest website? And we're just gonna go pick a city. Let's do Antwerp, which is the biggest city. So I want to do biggest city. Let's not do biggest city. Let's do a smaller city. Let's do... What's the smaller city that's still... Okay. Do Mechelen. Let me see. So buy house, right? You want to do houses and apartments? We're not going to set a price. Just houses. We're buying a house. We're not buying a house, but we're going to take a look at what kind of houses are on offer. In Okay. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna give you some images, right? And you're gonna guess the price. I'm looking for a house. We're not looking for an apartment or a flat or a studio. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I hate when they do that. No, it's all just 3D renders, which is already a bad sign if you're looking at houses. If the only images you get are 3D renders of what it could look like, right? Okay, this is actually very similar to what I live in right now. Can I do like a full screen? I don't want to show the address. Okay. Let's do descriptive. An image in a new tab. Let me open some images that show you. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just getting all the angles. Look so confused. No, it's more so I'm selecting images and I'm trying to get the best images because some of these are probably taken by the owner of the building and not by the real estate agent. There's like an image of like a doorknob, like a doorknob. Which, you know, it's fine, but okay. Can I? Right. Let's take a look at this. It's the White House. It's a nice looking building, right? It's a nice looking building. It's very similar to what I live in right now. Different city though. It's a bit bigger. This has let me get this is to buy, not to rent, buy. It's 25 square meters, 1 bedroom. Let me give you a little like list. I'm gonna go off the list, right? We have a kitchen, which is furnished already. A plus, because that's not always the case. Where's that? It's in a city called Mechelen, Belgium. It's got 1 bathroom, 1 toilet, which is in the bathroom. It's a combined one. And this is the inside, right? So that's your kitchen, right? That's the front door. So we're talking 25 square meters, right? This is not big. That's the bottom floor. That's the entire thing. That's all you have. Then the second floor opens up, right? I would probably have to put a guardrail because that's just danger. And that's your bathroom, right? Bathroom. It is all. This is a plus, right? Keep this in mind. This is all newly done. So it has been renovated. And the score on it, does the law apply? I need to check. Would I have to redo it? No. So I don't have to add anything to this or redo anything. No, I would probably have to do the roof isolation. See, this is what I mean that I can't check, right? And that's the top floor. So this is where you would sleep. This is where you would put your bed then. So this would be like a living area, I guess, or maybe like a I don't know, whatever. I'm already seeing like lights that need to be encased. Probably ventilation. I don't know how ventilation is done. Streaming in the middle, probably, yeah. No, I would put my desk like right here, with my chair here, right, facing that wall. If I would be. So what are we saying? How much do we buy this for? How much would you have to pay for this minimum? So this is what they're asking. This is not you bidding against another person, because that's also what's happening right now. Is that people see this and they start bidding on it, and just it keeps going up until one person wins. 60, 80. Okay. Fair guess. This goes for, let me do a screenshot, because we can do that. Because that way you guys know that this is, and this is a good one. This is good. This is all pretty nicely done. I'm gonna crop out the address and the phone number. I'm also gonna crop out the lot number, because then otherwise you can just Google it. $80K, right? And this is in a small city. This isn't even in a major city. Yeah. And now you know why I don't buy. Now you know why we don't buy. And then if you look at stuff that's cheaper, let me find something that's cheaper to check houses in England. But England is outside of the Schengen area, or the European Union. So I wouldn't benefit from moving to. I have a house that's the same price. This is why I say this is a good one. This is, for this price, this is pretty good. That's cheap. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not cheap. This is a good one, though. Okay, so this is pretty much the same. It's just, it's way older. Oh, this needs a lot of work. Yeah, this hasn't even been isolated. So this would need like all of the renovations. Okay, I'm getting some more. Now, I wouldn't mind living in a house for this like this and then slowly renovating it. But because the law states that you have to renovate it within a certain amount of time, you're kind of stuck on renovating. So this is the same price. This goes for the same price. It's also $195,000. So all that paneling needs to go. Electrical needs to be redone as well. That's your front door, by the way. That is not up to standard. That needs to be redone. So web panel removal for isolation, because it's not isolated correctly. So we work with what's called an EPC label. What that stands for. Let me see. What does that stand for? So that's like an energy prestation energy performance label, right? And so every house that is on the market or any house that's been built gets a label. And if you're in a certain label, you have to do these kind of things. And like if you're in F, which is the lowest label, F is you need to re-isolate everything, you need to redo your electrical, and you basically need to redo everything. And then if it's C, so this one right here is label C, and that means that it's not perfect, it's not good, it's not necessarily up to standard, right? But you don't have to renovate within a certain amount of time of buying it. Now, if you buy an F house, you have to renovate or redo it within, I think it's like what? Let me look that up. Renovation. Let's see. Let me see. Renovasi. Okay, so if you're buying under D, so D or F, right? You need to renovate your building within the first 2 years of you buying it. And it needs to be up to standard C or higher if you renovate it. So that means if I would buy this for rounded up, because you also have to pay all your like like all the paperwork and stuff needs to be done, so that's all also an extra cost. So let's say that this would come out to be 220, right? Taxes and all, 220. Then on top of that, I need to renovate it within the first 2 years of me living there. This is a wooden roof without any isolation. That shouldn't be possible. Redoing your electrical and all. I don't know if that's what I said. Is you have to double the cost, at least. I don't know. That's why I'm not able to buy as of this moment. Not yet, at least. Not yet. We're saving. Eventually, I'll have the money for it. No, it's fairly expensive to live here. Eventually, yeah, exactly. One day. Okay, so we've got the floor in. The rest I'll do on the video. It has been been saved, so that's good. What time is it? Let's say I have about 50 to an hour, 50 minutes to an hour. So we'll build some houses. Well, build it. The shapes are already there. Mostly just getting some more decoration and stuff on top of it and textures. I'm loading in the world, so it's taking a bit of time. It's taking some time. Mrs. Eggs will come, then Eggs will buy Eggs dinner. God, no. A baby in this economy? No, thank you. A baby in this economy? Are you crazy? No, I don't. Honestly, at this point, I don't think I want kids. Not because of the economy, mostly just because kids. Oh hell no! Exactly. Oh hell no. Okay. We're still loading in the world. This is not the server, so this save is a bit more choppy than the actual server one. Although I don't mind. No, you can keep them. You can keep them. It's fine. Because that's just an extra cost on top of the rest of the money. I think we're going to go from here all the way around. And we're just going to do what we did with those houses. We'll do with these buildings. So yeah. I think we're just going to keep all the blocks. All the same blocks. You got a lot of this stuff like third melon and all. Not even that. I don't see myself having kids now. It's nothing to do with kids. It's all about me. I don't want kids. It's fairly simple. I don't want them. Y'all can keep them. I'll look after a kid for like a day, maybe if I need to babysit or anything. That's fine. It's not that I hate kids, but I do kind of hate them. So it ended up before. You see, you're forgetting something. I have no life. Outside of this and work and the gym, nothing else happens. Good night, gotta hop off. Have a great one. Office in the morning? Oh god, same. Let's go into the office. And it's the new semester starting tomorrow, so it's gonna be hectic at work. I can already tell. We're gonna have a lot of new international students as well because of the new semester, so it's gonna be a lot of why can I not I can't connect through the Wi-Fi. Have you verified your account? No? Okay, then that's kind of your fault. It's gonna be a lot of those kind of questions, which, you know, if you're here for a semester, that's fine. Sometimes I'm kind of, some days, not all days, but some days I'm dude, those international students, they go through so much in such little amount of time. They come here and they're expected to know everything. You assist university? I work at the in the IT department of a university. Yeah. But I usually do audio visual stuff, so I'm not like a system sysadmin or something. That's not my field of work. I usually just do, so I usually do infrastructure stuff like projectors, and then and audio gear, and then outside of that, I do like first line support, wiring and all. Yeah, I'm the kind of person that if something needs to be replaced, as in if something needs, if like one of the projectors is broken and it needs to be replaced, I'm that kind of guy. I also do like video, So I make videos for teachers that need video. I help with recording and editing, but that's like a very small part of my job description. Most of it is me just telling people that yes, they need to put in a cable assistant. No, no, it's separate from the actual job, but you know. Senior, I'm not an assistant. I'm also not a senior. I'm like maybe a junior would be a good way to say it, but also no, because that would imply that I'm less skilled than my coworkers, which is not true. I'm not saying that my coworkers are less skilled, but I've got a couple. I have a couple. I think everyone who works in anywhere has a couple of coworkers that have. No, we're a small team, basically, and a lot of that means that you just end up doing things that usually you wouldn't do. Usually I wouldn't do account management, but because we're a small team, you kind of have to at some point. You know? Kind of just happens. It's fine. It means that I know a lot of things about... I know a lot, but I'm not an expert in a lot of it. The only thing I could call myself an expert in, like for my my role in the team, I guess. I guess people would say that if they have questions, what's the thing that if they have questions about video and audio, they would come to me. If they have questions about like audio setups as well, if microphones and stuff are involved, they would come to me. And then everything that's like audio routing and stuff. Because these days, it would be surprised, but these days a lot of what we do here in streaming applies in education as well. The amount of classes that are streamed online is surprising, and I feel like not enough people give it credit. You know? Not enough people give credit to the fact that streaming is something that is applicable in the real world, if you could call it that. Okay, so that I'm gonna keep that as a little. I mean, technically we could give it a little ridge with this. Up that a little bit. Then that is kind of too much. So what if we did this? Yeah, that works. Now I do need to do that. Because then that can be cleaned up a little. So if we do That will work. And then we'll put the door. We'll do window, larger window here. Smaller windows on either side. Let's have them go up a little higher. That's that. And then we need to do tower. I don't want to do something similar as we did over there, where we have the pillars. And then the roof will kind of go there. Let's do a corner first. It kind of works. I am going to change those to be slabs. And then boom, 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 kind of round everything off. And raise that guy. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty good. So that's the goal. Just to make it look a bit more cleaner on the inside. It's not necessary, but it does help when building. Go. There we go. Dude, my mouse. I know I've been saying this for a while now, but this is not normal. I don't know what this is gonna look like now. Question is, do we like it? Not convinced. Maybe we do it the other way around. Maybe we do this and then do that. Which I do like more. Get the shape in first and we'll do the texturing later. This is a very basic way of doing this, by the way. These are not anything fancy. We could have made this a whole lot bigger and a whole lot more and given ourselves a whole lot more chance to detail, but I kind of like the simplicity of this. It's gonna help it blend into the background, because these are eventually just houses in the back of whatever you're building, and that's gonna help a little. And then if we get deep slate walls, we can add some of these to kind of take off that harsher curve. There you go. Nice. Yeah, and then we make those pillars and that inside white, the same texture as the wall. And that's gonna look pretty good. Also, that's a beautiful frame right there. Having that bigger building just sticking out. That's why we do it. Now, we do need to think about floors. And so, obviously, we would have a floor sitting underneath here. In houses with towers, I like putting my floors in immediately because that kind of dictates where your tower kind of has windows. So... well, for a recap, we did some work on the mod that we were working on yesterday, and then we talked about the prices of houses in the country I live in, and then we did some basic building on the survival world, and now we're doing basic building in our creative world. So we're kind of planning this, and that's the recap. That's all you're getting. That's all you are getting. Keycard mod? Yes. Well, it's not keycard mod, but yes, that's the one I'm talking about. Just so I can get a door. Just so I can get a door in. Making Minecraft history? I don't think I'm making Minecraft history. Let's not tell ourselves lies. You mustn't tell lies. You mustn't tell lies. Okay. Then, windows. We could either do that. We could also... Ooh, you know what we could do? Is have these windows be pretty tall inside of the room, right? But then we add a balcony around. So we have 2 doors here. Right. Most talking about, most physics. No, I mean, there's only ever 4 or 5 people in the stream, so we're not doing this because we want the viewers. We're doing this because I like doing it. If I wouldn't want to stream, I wouldn't be streaming. Believe me. if I didn't like the fact that if I didn't like making YouTube videos, I wouldn't be making them. Yeah, see that helps. Helps a lot actually. Then we're gonna add. No, that's too high. Nice church. This isn't a church though. It's a house. It's a house. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Again, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. It just needs to be enough as a background. It needs to kind of blend into everything else. Dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good tower right there. That's a good tower. Okay, next one. Also, what time is it? I need to keep up on time because I don't want to be too tired to work tomorrow. I don't know if I'll like this. And I wanted to keep it low because of that. Work? This isn't full time? No. But you didn't know? I have a full-time job. I wouldn't be able to pay I wouldn't be able to pay anything. I don't actually earn money. I do. Well, I earn like, what is it? I don't. It's not a lot. Like at all. I think people widely misinterpreted some of this stuff. Well, we were talking about that just a minute ago. I work in IT. I work in the IT sector or in the IT department of a university. That's what I'm doing with my life. That's what I'm doing with my life. You get to see the students every day? I do, yes. Which is not always a positive thing. Sometimes you want to grab those little guys. I mean, I'm sure they mean it best, but sometimes you just need to listen, dude. Sometimes they just need to listen and read. They don't read anymore. They're also, all of them, or at least all of them that I see daily, are just like following, like not even advice, but following like a little step-by-step guide is difficult. And then you think, but what are you going to do when you ever have to build Legos? How do you build Legos when you cannot follow a step-by-step guide? I don't get it. Do they not build Legos in their daily life? Who doesn't build Legos? Who hasn't built Legos? Those are the real questions, by the way. That's deep, you know? But no offense. Okay. I don't know who that is. I don't know a lot of people within the Minecraft community. I know a couple of them because I've interacted with them, but that's about it. I should be better about that though. I should be better about actually knowing who is who. Okay, now we need to think. Do we want a door here or do we want the door to be sitting up here? This is like a back entrance, so I don't want to do that. Let's put the door in here, making it a 2 tall door. Making it a 1 tall door. And so that's going to be our first floor right here. I've been doing this half structure for most of these, for all of these actually. I want to put some. Ooh, I like this now. It's like the flat. At least you know me. Probably just me. It's fine. Oh boy. Oh. I'm gonna finish this house and then we'll assess the amount of sleepiness that I have. If I'm pretty sleepy, I'll have to we'll have to figure something out. Found it. There we go. There we go. Wee. I still need to eat dinner. I just remembered that I still needed to eat dinner, and I still have to eat dinner. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. How can I solve that problem? I also still have to meal prep. I do still have to meal prep. Guys, guess what I'm eating for the rest of the week. Guess. Did I say it already? I think I said it. I've already said it. Pretty sure. I'm eating chili again. I did go to, as I said yesterday, I went to IKEA this weekend, yesterday, and I first of all, look at that. Look at my tools that are now cleanly displayed in my shelf, and they're not just the right. And now I'll not only just put on a pile, but I can actually get to everything. Thank you, IKEA. And next to that, I also got more containers. I got more food containers, which is allowing me to do some more stuff in the to preserve more stuff in the kitchen, which is nice. I can make bigger batches. Oh, I made kimchi. Well, it's been a week. Did I have I shown you this? I don't think I did. But I made so these days Napa cabbages are like the Chinese cabbages that or you'll find them under the name Chinese cabbages in because that's what they're called in Dutch. But Napa cabbages are really expensive this time of year. So making kimchi is usually something I do in like early September, late August, if I ever do it. Because even if you get Napa cabbages pretty cheaply, getting the rest is still pretty expensive, right? Getting all the Korean condiments, like the spices and stuff. But I figured out a way to make it cheaper. And you're never gonna believe what the secret is. The secret is you don't use Napa cabbages. The secret is you use Brussels sprouts. And I know it's gonna sound weird, but hear me out. A Napa cabbage is just a cabbage. It's a leafy cabbage. Brussels sprouts are just small cabbages. Now I want you to look at this and tell me that it doesn't look delicious. Give me a second. I'm pulling it up right now. Oh wait, I need to pull it up on my phone. Give me a second. I need to pull it up on my phone. Nope. Hello? I need to pull it up on my phone. Photos. Okay, let's do a little bit of color correcting first, because I made this at midnight, so my the lighting in my house is just, it's so yellow. It's so yellow. So I'm just gonna slightly pull back the yellows. Done. Save. Oh, it looks so good. Can I send this to Drive? Sure. Upload. There we go. Google Drive. Let me download it so I can show it full screen. Look at this. Oh, that looks so good. Brussels sprouts kimchi. Right there. Is that a thing? Brussels sprouts. Is Brussels sprout kimchi a thing? Oh, it is. Huh. These are fresh though. They've been fermenting for like a week now. They look a little more fermented. I just did whatever I do with normal kimchi and I put it on Brussels sprouts. And they're good. I like them. They're delicious. So now I can make kimchi in the winter as well, because Brussels sprouts is something that becomes pretty cheap, like in the winter. At least here, Belgium. It's a true like fall kind of thing. Okay, I am gonna raise this guy up 1, because then we don't have to bother with like half blocks here. So we're gonna just raise these all up 1. Okay. And then I think at that point I'm gonna cook dinner. It's almost 10 p.m. again. So ish dinner time. Well, it's past dinner time, but I do still need to get dinner. Is someone live? Reddy's live. They're doing maker stuff. Minecraft. Who's live? Who do I know? Who would I want to get into their chat a little bit? I don't think I have anyone. I stream at a time where the people that I know that stream Minecraft are either haven't started yet because they are still waking up, or have done with the rotate because they've been working for an entire day. So that's never good. So that also means I don't have anyone to raid. So I'm just, gonna end it here. I don't think I'll be posting a regular video on Wednesday because I haven't been able to get it done. Let me check something real quick while we talk about that. Because I don't know, this weekend has been way too hectic. It's been way too hectic. I haven't been able to just sit down properly and get a lot of building done. So yeah. So why is that not processing? I am gonna post the uncut version of the test game that I did with Trollesh on Wednesday or this week somewhere. So do expect that, and then we're gonna be streaming again on Thursday. Good. And I'll see you all then. Bye.